$17,000 later, we found out that we should have done the work.
Oh yeah. And hello, my name is Stephanie.
And I'm Chris.
And welcome to our story. Today's topic is doing the work. And I know that sounds very familiar to you, whether it has anything to do with business or schoolwork or whatever you're passionate about. Doing the work is extremely important, correct?
Oh yeah, doing the work is definitely important. Definitely when you're working for yourself. Definitely when you're trying to charter those
Uncharted waters?
Uncharted waters, yeah. So it's definitely important that because there's nobody going to come behind you and fix your mistake. There's nobody who's going to tap you on the shoulder and like, hey, you need to get on it. So
I'm going to tell you, I'm just going to dive right on in here and go ahead on and just be transparent about one particular situation that I was encountered with a while back. And that was I deleted some very important videos for this channel. And I'm going to tell you exactly where doing the work would have come in handy, right?
Oh yeah.
It could have saved me $100 and half a day of time. And Krishan will be right here to tell you that time is money. And when you're spending the time, that's costing you money.
Oh yeah.
And so basically what happened was I deleted some videos and I wanted to take a shortcut, right? Mm-hmm. And I was like, hey, I'm thinking about getting the software to see if I can get the videos back. And he was like, don't do it, we'll just reshoot. And it took us, what, an hour or two to shoot all those videos. And in the back of my mind, I was just like, I ain't gonna be bothered with that. That we got to waste a whole nother day, you know, doing work twice. I cannot stand doing work twice. People tell you that I hate doing work twice. And I was like, no, there's got to be a shortcut. I'm just going to peruse the internet to kind of see what's out there. And I did. I found a software program that claimed I could get the videos back in no time. So Krishan helped me. We downloaded the software and we worked, maybe like 30 minutes to 45 minutes, and then we thought we were getting the videos, and unfortunately those videos could not be recovered. Now I'm going to tell you, we spent an extra hour doing this, and it cost $100 to get the software program. All in all, guess what we had to do? We had to start all over again, which is what we should have done to begin with. I should have listened to Krishan when he said, hey, we just got to do the work again. And so time wasted, money spent, and what do we have to do? Do it again.
Yeah, but this goes to say, you know, this is a prime example of sometimes doing the work is a good thing. Yeah. Because the videos came out much better the second time around. We just counted it as a rehearsal and kept moving forward. Yeah. But like I say, there is no substitute to hard work. Yeah, and that's a barrier of entry. Some people just want to find that shortcut, and then when they have the shortcut, they find the shortcut to the shortcut.
Oh yeah.
But that barrier for entry is what's holding your competitors back. They don't want to do the work. If you're the person that's ready to lean in, ready to put forth the effort to drive success, it'll definitely pay off.
And I'm going to tell you, doing the work is time consuming, okay? So I completely understand, you know, when it's like 10 o'clock at night and you really don't feel like doing it, or it's the weekend, especially the weekend is when we do a lot of our work because we have jobs and things too, and you just really don't feel like it. You're tired or whatever the situation is. You have to put in the time. You have to spend time. So a good example of that is we do spreadsheets. Krishan does spreadsheet. He color codes it. He does all these cool little like categories and things of that nature. And it takes time to build these spreadsheets and then to actually put the information into the spreadsheet. And that takes time. And what happens if we were to skip that step, you think?
Then we would pay the price for it. But let's get into it. Because most people approach me when it's time for the success. Yeah. They see the back end when the checks are cut, when the final product is done, and when the contractors are done, when all the sleepless nights are over with. They ask me, how did you do this? And I show them, you know, the flashier points, the things that come to mind, the things that stick to my mind. But when the truth being told, it's those small, tedious things that really drove success. Like no one wants to hear about when I'm sitting and I'm constructing the spreadsheet, when I'm going through website to website and I'm comparing and contrasting different properties. No one wants to hear that. No one wants to hear about when I'm on the Better Business Bureau's website and I'm researching the contractor. No one wants to hear about when I'm on the phone from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. trying to find a lawyer or a consultant that directly specializes in this one thing. but that's what it takes to be
yeah.
successful. I keep telling people, this is your journey. You have to define it. I remember one time I sat on the phone all day long trying to find somebody who I can outsource the job to. I dedicated countless hours to this when I could have dedicated that same time to just becoming more informed myself in that area.
Right.
And when it all boils down, I end up doing the job myself. And I'm not saying not to outsource to experts.
Oh yeah.
Because if you don't know how to do something, or if it's unsafe, or you feel like it's out of your wheelhouse, by all means, do the work. Find somebody who can be trusted with that task. However, sit yourself down. Come up with a well-defined plan. Come up with a timeline. Come up with benchmark. Come up with indicators that's going to let you know whether you're on the right path, and then get up and take action. Stephanie says a lot about how I'm always into my spreadsheets, and sometimes I have to slap my own wrist. Say, hey, listen, you're doing too much right now. You're too far in the weeds. Pull yourself back and start taking action. Start doing the work, because all work ain't good work.
Oh yeah.
You know, when you look at that same property, like for example, sometimes I'll see a property that I have no intention of investing in, but it may have a factor to it that piques my interest. And I'll let myself slip way down the weeds, way off task. And here I am doing something that is totally unrelated to what I should be doing. I have to slap my wrist and say, hey, listen, it's time to do the work. It's time to buckle down and get through it. Because trust me, when you're going through thousands of properties, trying to find that diamond in the rough, trying to find that needle in the haystack, you're going to want to have that work ethic necessary to do the work.
And when I think about doing the work also, I think about scouting properties in particular, right? Because sometimes you'll fly to different places and then you actually look at properties, maybe properties you don't even intend to purchase, but that you want to kind of see. Sometimes you'll go peek in the windows and things. You want to share a little bit about that, and that takes time as well.
Exactly. And it starts from point one. Nobody wants to do step one. Step one is just sitting yourself down, doing a Google search, finding out all applicable laws, regulations, and policies that apply to you. Definitely in the situation we're in right now.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, do you need to go get a COVID test first? I mean, do you have to quarantine when you get there?
Right.
You got to know these things, because the last thing you want to do is drop about $3,000 or $4,000 on this trip. Then, oh my goodness, they're not even allowing me to go there right now. So that's the first step in doing the work. Second thing is you have to call the individuals that you want to meet up with before you get there. You know, you can't just pop up in somebody's office like, hey, I'm here. I just came 3,000 miles and I'd like to talk to you right now. They're like, yeah, no. So and then you have to also do the due diligence, like do a Google drive-by.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea.
Just drive by that property, put your eyes on that picture, maybe 4 or 5 years old, but it will give you an indicator of what that neighborhood was then. So when you get there, you'll know what it is now, and you can do a compare contrast. Because me and Stephanie, we laugh. We have certain things that we see in the picture, like tires on the side of the road.
Goodness,
Like,
yes.
no,
Stay with that.
We're not doing that one. So yeah, doing the work in regards to that is definitely important. But I want to emphasize that doing the work goes beyond just those tangible things that you can touch, that you can see the immediate results. They start from the beginning when you're in the planning stage. You know, in the Army, we got a pre, a during, and post check. Same thing in this. You got to do the work. You got to do pre-work, the during work, and the post work. And it will yield the result that you want. Most likely yield the result that you want on the back end. But trust me, I've seen far too often people not do the work, myself included.
Yeah.
I remember when I was first getting started, we bought this nice duplex. We were ready to go.
Yeah.
We're like, man, this is awesome. And our realtor was like, yo, I got a perfect guy who can come in and do some work for you. He's doing some work for me right now. He's good to go. We're like, bam, great, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Personal referral. I mean, we'll get him in here.
Yeah.
$17,000
Later.
we found out that we should have done the work.
Oh yeah.
We should have went to the Better Business Bureau. We should have went and looked at previous work. We should have, said, hey, listen, send me some pictures of people I can call other than this person that can vouch for you.
Right,
You know,
absolutely.
we didn't do the work, and it ended up costing us in the end.
And my question is, how much longer would that have taken you to call the Better Business Bureau or to call around and get other options for contractors?
Minimum. And the funny thing about it is, once you make the mistake, then you do the work anyway. Because I went back and I did things I should have done. I Googled the person, looked at the Better Business Bureau, talked to other folks he was dealing with. And when I read these reviews, I was like, man, I'm an idiot.
I know.
If I would have done this 2 months prior, I would have been in a much better situation.
But just remember, everybody who's watching, is anytime something like that happens, we consider it a learning opportunity,
Absolutely.
right? When we don't do the work, when we should have done the work, it's not a fail. I don't think we fail at all in this lifetime. We learn. We either win or we learn. And in this case, we definitely learned exactly what we needed to do the work. And honestly, that was years and years ago. That particular situation, the deleting of the video was not that long ago. So we're constantly evolving, learning lesson after lesson, and understanding with just, lessons that confirm that we need to do the work. So we're just trying to keep you from all the pain.
Exactly. But that's a great point.
Pain as possible.
Steel is sharpened by steel.
Oh, yeah.
So when you have these hardships, lean into them.
Yeah.
Do the work necessary. Pick those things apart.
Yeah.
Identify the mechanics that led to that failure. Identify what actions you could have done to have yielded a better outcome, and then go into it. I guarantee you, every contractor that I came in contact with after that definitely felt that experience.
Oh, yeah.
When I was like, hey, listen, send me over a list of people that you work for. Well, who has that? Well, I guess we're not doing business. But like I say, learn from your experiences and do the work.
We want to thank you so much for watching today and supporting our channel. We just love what we do. Don't forget, do something nice for someone today, and you can do it.
And don't forget, we're just ordinary people trying to do extraordinary things.
Absolutely. Oh, you already got a plan? Okay. What? Okay, give me a second. Okay, hold on. Here we go. Wait. Stop. You got to record? Okay, hold.
No, I don't have. It's too far into it now.